Chapter 9. Dr. Zinchenko went to work with her book and game-loving librarian colleagues in all 50 states. The country was divided up into 7 regions: Midwest, Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Southeast, Southwest, Mountain, and Pacific. Since the Library Olympics would be held to see if any team could dethrone the stars of Mr. Lemoncello's holiday commercials, only children in middle school, like the 4 members of Team Kyle, were allowed to participate. Throughout January and February, thousands of eager contestants flocked to their local libraries to play the same kind of Dewey Decimal scavenger hunt game that had been at the heart of the escape from Mr. Lemoncello's library game. In Decatur, Georgia, a girl named Diane Capriola advanced to the Southeast semifinals when she worked her way out of an Atlanta Fulton County public library before anybody else by solving a riddle. What occurs once in every minute, twice in every moment, and yet never in 1,000 years? Well, the answer, of course, is the letter M, Diane told local TV reporters, so I went to the reference section, opened up the M encyclopedia, and ta-da! There was a key to the back door tucked inside. When I stepped out on the sidewalk, the librarians were waiting with balloons and cake. It was easy peasy. In California, a boy named Pranav Pillai became a finalist for the Pacific team after he correctly deciphered that 683.3, the Dewey Decimal Code for Louis the Locksmith's Big Book of Padlocks, Deadbolts, and Tumblers, was also the combination for the lock securing the exit of the Los Altos Public Library: 6 right, 8 left, 3 right, 3 left. But the player librarians all over the country were raving the most about was Marjorie Muldaur from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. A gangly 7th grader, a foot taller than any of her competitors, Marjorie Muldaur had memorized the 10 categories of the Dewey Decimal System before she entered preschool. The books in her bedroom were all organized by numbered codes, and so were the spices in her mother's kitchen cabinets, and the baby food jars filled with nuts and bolts in her father's garage. Marjorie liked organizing things. She knew her way around a library better than the robotic carts in Mr. Lemoncello's library. She read 6 books a day and could do 2 crossword puzzles at once with a ballpoint pen. I'm glad that Mr. Lemoncello read my several letters that launched these library Olympics, Marjorie told a reporter from her hometown newspaper. I could really use that college scholarships he's giving away. I'm also glad that the libraries where I've competed thus far have based their scavenger hunts on good old-fashioned research techniques. It's too bad that so many of the kids who signed up for the competition see these games as some kind of party. What do you mean? Asked the reporter. Mr. Lemoncello insists that everybody be given balloons and cake. Cake has no place in a library. Frosting is sticky. Sticky fingers damage books. But Mr. Lemoncello is also a great lover of libraries. Is he? Said Marjorie skeptically. I don't think Mr. Lemoncello loves libraries qua libraries. Huh? Said the reporter. What does qua mean? As. It's Latin. Mr. Lemoncello does not love libraries as libraries. He thinks they need to be tricked out with gadgets and gizmos and holographic displays. That library in Ohio reminds me of Disneyland with a few books. I think Mr. Lemoncello is seriously immature. He probably still believes in 398.2. Huh? The reporter was confused again. 398.2, said Marjorie. It's the Dewey Decimal number for fairy tales. The reporter just nodded and closed her notepad. Marjorie Muldaur had that effect on lots of people. Wait, Marjorie told the reporter. I'm not finished. Be sure you write this down. Kyle Keeley, you don't stand a chance in France.